A few years ago, I quit my not-so-dream job at Disney and started a new journey to become a full-time content creator. I realized I didn't put myself first for a really long time. So, what better time than now to go and do all the things I've always dreamed of doing? I decided to leave LA as well as all my friends and family behind to move to a cabin in the woods. We spent all this money on this fixer-upper with an incredible view. Now it's finally time to start renovations to turn this into my dream home and to begin my new life in the woods. Since I'm pretty much a beginner at renovating a house, I decided to tackle the living room first because it seems the most manageable. All I have to do really is to tear out the carpet for now and put new flooring. Today is the first day of renovations. I went to Lowe's and I bought a bunch of tools. Surprisingly, it didn't cost as much as I thought it would. I bought some clothes and makeup at Target right beforehand, $300. An entire cart of tools at Lowe's, also $300. Make it make sense. I'm going to get started ripping out this carpet. I just ordered new flooring from this place called Cali Bamboo. They have really great high quality hardwood, vinyl flooring, all types of flooring. I got a bunch of samples in. These are all the options I am choosing from. I got a bunch of different price points, but I really like the wide one. I ended up going with this one because it has some pink flecks in it. I think it's really pretty. It's called Reef Wood and it's part of their Cali longboard line. I was debating between that one and this one. This one is called Laguna Sands. It's basically their most expensive one. They are both super thick and high quality boards, not like the ones that you just get at Home Depot and Lowe's. This one is obviously thicker than this one, and they feel really, really good. They feel like hardwood practically, except it's a lot more durable. However, it's going to take at least 2 weeks for it to arrive, so I'm going to have to prep the floors and the walls and everything. Before we get started, I actually need to order paints. I am really excited to start doing this kind of beautiful lime wash on the walls. For the longest time, I was super into all white everything, but then it doesn't look that great on camera. Also, it can get really, really boring, and I feel like my aesthetic has changed from really minimalist to a little bit more boho, mid-century, eclectic. So I did a bunch of research and found a few companies that are really well known for their lime wash paints. One being the Sydney Harbor Paint Company. I bought their swatch booklet, which is really cool. They hand paint everything, so it looks exactly like it's going to be when you paint it. And in the front, they include a bunch of different textures that they're capable of achieving. I didn't know what I was expecting, but their paints are really, really pretty, and they come in a variety of colors. I have narrowed it down to some of these green colors. I think I'm going to go with this mojito color for the living room. So time to order it because God knows when it's going to actually arrive. Turns out lime wash is incredibly expensive. It's going to cost about $270. I'm dying on the inside. But you know what? This is my dream home. Spare no expense for this custom finish, I guess. I'm a little scared, but here goes nothing. Time to cut this open and rip it up. After about 4 hours of work, I have one side of the room, literally just the side done. This is going to take a lot longer than I thought. The thing that takes the longest is pulling out these staples. Ripping out the carpet actually isn't that difficult. It's the staples that takes 10,000 years. I'm also gonna have to do something about how the floor is really not level and even. I'm not sure what to do about it, but the problem that I did not foresee is over here. I have discovered some water damage. I am not entirely sure what to do about it. I think I need to YouTube it, or maybe you can give me some advice. And it's all along this window, because these windows are not weatherproof, watertight, weather sealed, whatever. And I'm probably going to have to put in new windows. Fantastic. It is day 2. Time to rip out more carpet, try to get as much done as possible, so let's get started. As I'm doing this, I realized it is taking me a lot longer than I thought it would. But if you want things done right, good things take time. I don't know if anyone else has these anxieties about how long something takes, especially because I went to an art school. Basically told me I never had enough time to do anything, and it's all about
finished, not perfect.
I approach everything like that. So when things take longer than normal to do, I get really, really anxious. Throughout this whole process, I had to keep reminding myself that my dream house is going to come. It doesn't matter if it's a year from now. Definitely not going to come next month. So I might as well enjoy this process and enjoy doing this. Sometimes I do get in the zone and I really enjoy doing it. Most of the time though, I'm anxious that what if this isn't interesting enough of a video to put on YouTube? What if I just want things to be done faster for some reason? And I keep telling myself, brain, why? Why do you need this done? This is your dream life, this is what you wanted, and yet your brain still finds something to be anxious about. It's also taking a lot more strength than I thought it would. Hopefully I become extremely buff after this whole renovation. I'm discovering a lot more water damage along this back window wall thing. Still don't know what to do about it at all. Something that I did not realize was going to happen was the carpet is extremely, extremely dusty, which I'm prepared for, clearly. I have this mask, I have gloves, but as I was hauling it out, my whole body felt really itchy. I don't know if you can see. I'm starting to break out in rashes where the carpet was touching my skin. This is why I hate carpet. It is day 3 of renovations. I'm almost done tearing out the carpet. The plans for today are to finish up tearing out that part of the carpet, pulling out all the staples, and then probably pulling out the baseboards to see truly what we have to work with. I might build some furniture today, take a break on all this construction work. I've been watching so many DIY videos on how to level a floor, how to get rid of water damage. I'm a little bit intimidated, a lot intimidated, but you know what? It's really important for me to learn how to do this because I'm basically gonna have to do this for every single room of the house. I might as well get over my fear of the subfloor stuff right now and do it right. I don't have to fix my work later because I did a bad job. I finished removing all the carpet in this area, and I realized they actually repaired the kitchen with an extra set of plywood, which means I am pretty much a-okay to lay plywood all across this floor to try to level it with this. I'm wondering if I'm going to have to take off this, I don't even know what this is. It's not tile, it's like some kind of stick-on tile. I'm a little worried because this is an older house of asbestos. I guess I'll just leave that be. But for now, let's try to get some of this baseboard out. So I think what you're supposed to do is cut whatever old paint or caulking at the top, and then I'll stick this trim puller in and pull it out. I couldn't find a proper trim puller. They said this is a trim puller, so I'm sure it will be better than a normal crowbar. Why are they so long? That's what she said. They finished the drywall all the way down. I was going to go with some kind of no baseboard look. On to the next one. You guys, I have made a very scary discovery. I took off the baseboards and I have no idea what this is. I'm hoping it's just sawdust or something, but please let me know if you know what this is. So I realized I have to take off the trim off these doors in order to skim coat these walls and get rid of the texture on the walls. And I might as well because I've discovered carpenter ants in the water damage on the floors. I just wasted a bunch of time because I got extremely distracted. After I ripped out the trim on the doors, I got very distracted by the water damage, so I decided to pry it up. Turns out, This is just an underlayment on top of the actual subfloor. The subfloor is fine. There's absolutely no damage to it whatsoever. So I'm wondering if I should just patch this, level out the floor as is. Moving on, I'm going to build some article furniture that we received, and so we have something to put all our podcast equipment on. I was very surprised how long it took to do the demo part of this DIY. It took a good few days just to rip out all the carpet, the baseboards, and do demolition. Every time I encountered something I didn't know how to deal with, I was forced to stop and do a lot of research and figure out how to deal with these problems. But I don't need to research this next time. I am learning so much from doing all this myself. I'm not gonna lie though, since I am very new at doing this DIY renovation stuff, I get really anxious when I feel like I've put a lot of work on the house and I don't see much return. Like, I'll rip up a whole bunch of carpet and I feel like I didn't do enough for some reason. But I learned that 50% of this process is mostly prep work. It's not going to look pretty until maybe the last minute. The flooring and the paint should be arriving pretty soon, so I'm really excited to start seeing all my hard work come to fruition. So to follow along with me on this DIY series, make sure to like and subscribe.